Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We are in round 3. A little late on this one because I had to go out there and fix the camera for you guys. But yeah, here we go. We have Jund Saga versus Dreadknight Jund. So, for those of you who do not know what Dreadknight is, Mosswood Dreadknight. One generic, one green, for a instant or sorcery called Dread Whisperers. Sorry, one and a black. Oh man, this is weird on how MTG Bot did this. So the sorcery portion. What? Alright, so Mosswood Dreadknight is a 2 mana 3/2 with trample. Whenever he dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as an adventure until the end of your next turn. And it is a black and 1 for a sorcery speed adventure. You draw a card and lose a life. So Mosswood Dreadknight, if you have the 2 mana, can just kind of keep recurring. It's kind of cool. If you guys want to see it real quick, I don't have a way to just pull it up into chat, but I can do this real quick. It won't take long. Boop. Here's Mosswood Dreadknight, just so you can take a quick look at it. Pause the screen if you need to on the YouTube. I'm muted. I'm not muted. You're muted, War Tom. Don't think I'm muted, Chief. Now you got me worried, bud. Alright, so. Well, thanks for the heads up there, Aaron. Alright, so there's that Mosswood Dreadknight I was just talking about. We got some Orcish Bowmasters going on. Got some Terminates. Alright, y'all, anyone have any questions about anything? Creates a construct with the Urza Saga. Blocks, I believe, the Orc army. We gonna flash in another Bowmaster? We are gonna flash in another Bowmaster. That way it makes him larger, deals an extra damage, and trades with the construct. And a Ren and 6 follow-up. This looks really good. Jeff, cool, calm, and collected right now. He's looking at I believe 5 power on board. Plus a rend 6 ping, that's 6. And he has Gigantha in hand already. Jeff's in a pretty comfortable position right now, y'all. Haywire Might does have lifelink. Right? Haywire Might have lifelink? I believe he does. He doesn't have lifelink, but when he dies, you gain 2 life. Shadow Spear, however, does give a creature lifelink. What are we looking for, Jeff? Looks like Crumb is holding on to 2 Tarmogoyfs. Mosswood Dreadknight looks like it is putting in a little work here. Might be losing some life, but he's also drawing some cards, keeping a body around. I personally think it's good enough for Modern. What about chat? That is the 3rd card he's drawn off that single Dreadknight. Recast a Dreadknight. Recast, or first time on the other Dreadknight, just keeps recurring. It's a threat that you cannot get rid of. Only way you're getting rid of Dreadknight is if you exile it. Or you keep Jeff from having a black mana to recast it as the adventure. Rune 6 is probably going to... No, it's ticking up. Thought it'd ping. That Shadow Spear's big here, given that Tarmogoyf Trample and lifelink. That's big. He just takes it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he could definitely trade with the... Oh, he's swinging out. Does he have Ren and 6 Bolt? He doesn't have Ren 6 Bolt, otherwise he would have fired it off there. Jeff is looking, and he thinks he has a line. Otherwise, I don't think he would have... Maybe he was hoping to hit a bolt off the Ragavan hit. Maybe that's what he was hoping to do. Does Gigantha may trade with Tarmogoyf on the bolt? And then Crumb would gain life, but it would trade with the Goyf. Jeff would go down to 2. Bolts his Dreadknight, redraws with it, and that's going to be game, taking us to game 2 of this one. Crumb up a game. Hey y'all, I'm back. Getting into game 2 here. Chat, if you don't care, let me know if you can hear that lo-fi in the background. Let me know how it sounds. And hopefully it's not too overpowering. Alright. Turn 2 for Jeff. We're in 6. Good turn 2. Retraces his fetch. Alright, so that's what we got going on, y'all. Trying to make sure we got some good mic levels going on. Haywire Might. Now, against Dreadknight Jund, what that Haywire Might is going to take care of here is, honestly, it's not going to really take care of any artifacts or enchantments that I can think of off the top of my head. But right on, Wartime. Right on. Sounds good. I'll turn it up just a hair. Just a hair. I'm not going for overpowering, though. We just want it to be, you know, just enough that it's there, feel some of that dead air. Where I don't have my co-host, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, sweet. So, oh, Blood Moon, that's what. Yeah. Dreadknight Jund can play Blood Moon, as where Jund Saga cannot. That's a good one. That's a keeper right there. That's why. It's because Chris was ignorant on that one, y'all. I forgot that's the whole reason that Jeff doesn't play Saga, is so he can play Blood Moon. There is a unlicensed hearse. Hearse may provide a little bit of a clock here for Crumb, as well as nuking any goifs. Not nuking goifs, but nerfing goifs here. It's going to eat a Saga. No, he's choosing. Enchantment Land. That takes out Enchantment Land Artifact. But I think he's more worried about taking... Yeah, I'd take that Unholy Heat. Gets the instant out of the yard. Because he can just crack the Might, the Haywire Might, to put it back in the yard. So it makes sense. Good call, Jeff. Good call. Crumb is looking at a Beseiju, a Fetch, and I believe a Lightning Bolt in hand. I could have been wrong on that last one. Jeff's going to play a Tarmogoyf of his own. So we have Land, Planeswalker, Artifact. I think that's it. Lands, Planeswalker, Artifact. There must be a fourth one I missed. Oh, Creature. Off the Haywire Might. That's what I was missing. Now, Haywire Might is an artifact creature. Crumb has a land. So I believe it's only 3 types. Artifact creature. Yeah, still 4 on the Goyf. Hitsugu consumes all. He's only got 1 turn with that Goyf before that Hitsugu consumes all nerfs it. Alright, now Goyf is an 0-1 until Jeff refills that grave. Overgrown Tomb tapped into a Gigantha to hand, and he's passing, so he either has an Orcish Bowmaster or maybe a Terminate, something to that effect. Alright, so alright, Crumb drew a land. Gets Gigantha to hand. If Jeff draws a Ragavan here, he could crew up that hearse and get busy. Let me try to see what Crumb's life total is. Crumb is at a full 20, going down to 13 off the hearse. Stomp Crumb directly. Cast the Bone Crusher. Uses the Bone Crusher to crew up the hearse. Gigantha and Gigantha trade. Crumb takes 6 down to 4. Bowmaster Wrenn and 6 would be hot here. He's tapping 3 though for a Blood Moon again. Yep, we're going to game 3 here. Good job there. Good job, good job. Good job. off some of the noise. There's your chair, sir. Just spin it around. I'll move this mic a bit so it's more
central.
Yeah. See the gameplay, right?
Yeah. All right, so this is game 3.
Yep. Let's turn the volume down on the laptop. And we are live. All right, y'all, I am joined in here with one of my old friends and acquaintances, Mr. What would you like to go by on the channel?
You know what? Just, Forrest will be fine.
Forrest, okay.
Yeah.
I'm joined in here with one of the Glizzy gang, Forrest, and he's going to co-commentate here with me on this game 3 of round 3. So we got Dreadknight Jund versus Jund Saga. We're tied right now.
Yeah.
Going into game 3. Both run Gigantha as a companion. Are you familiar with Mosswood Dreadknight yet?
No, actually, no.
Yeah, so Mosswood Dreadknight, really cool card. So a 3/2 Trampler for 2 mana. That's basically all you need to know on that part. The other part is his adventure, which is a sorcery speed. Black and a colorless, draw a card, lose a life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the second part on Mosswood Dreadknight's creature is whenever he dies, you can cast it from the grave as an adventure. So unless you exile him, he constantly has a 3/2 trampling threat that reoccurs and draws him cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like what's that? Phyrexia Arena back in the day. Like it's kind of, but it's a little different. It's got a little different mechanism to it. But I think it's actually better because it's a 3/2. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it does keep coming back. It's a Phyrexian
Arena that provides a threat against the opponent.
Yeah, I like that. It puts him on the clock.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. And then plus with his Termagoyfs, it adds, well, no, it doesn't add another creature because it doesn't get both halves. That's one thing I think is kind of dumb, Rhinos gets to play, like Fire and Ice and stuff like that because of the converted mana cost, right? But Termagoyf doesn't get buffed from, adventures and the adventure and creature in the grave.
Hey, man.
He doesn't get buffed from that.
Don't start attacking the Rhinos, and I'm 3-0 with those. So, I mean, I enjoy National Rhino Day. Yeah. So, but no, I know, I totally get it. And I think with the adventure cost, I think that should be. I don't see why you wouldn't want that to count as both the adventure and a creature. Like I think that
for
like
Termagoyf,
right for Termagoyf purposes, which I'm a big fan of the Goyf.
Goyf has seen a decline, over the years. He used to be the most powerful 2-drop in modern period, with next to like Dark Confidant and a few others.
Right.
There was a reason at one point in time he was $110.
Yeah. And
now you can pick up a playset for like $40.
You could pick up for $110. You could pick up the nicest playset of probably original Future Sight Goyfs that you can find. I mean, I would 100% say that. Probably near mint.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, really. I find it interesting that you were talking about 2-drops. This matchup, like if you look at Orcish Bowmasters and what work it puts in, like how different those cards are, but like the effect on the game is also like insane.
I said earlier in the little bonus round we had, round 1, a little bonus game, we had some Orcish Bowmaster. I said it is a format warping card. Just like Ragavan was a format warping card. You had to have the answers to Ragavan. Well, you also have to have answers to Ragavan and Bowmasters because any version of Jund runs Bowmaster and Ragavan.
Right.
So you have to not only be able to deal with one mana threat, but you have to now deal with a 1 mana threat and a 2 mana threat that will pressure you. One of them pressures you for when you try to get card advantage, and the other one pressures you from taking cards off the top of your deck.
Yeah, I think with Bowmaster and Ragavan being in the same deck, along with Grief and Feign, like the typical scam decks, even with Jund Saga, it's what makes Jund Saga runnable. Because honestly, like, it makes me, like, I have to, like, if I'm playing Rhinos, I have to pack Fury. If I'm playing 4C, I'm going to have to pack at least one copy of Fury or two, at least inside.
Ob Nixilis. Jeff was talking about cutting that card this week.
I don't know. It might be handy here. He can create some blockers that deal damage. He could take care of the tokens with
the minus,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I think you create a goblin with the minus, and if it dies, then it deals damage. So you can even ping your opponent for one at a time. And with the Jund matchup, it actually becomes relevant.
Is this the Kingpin? Is that who he is?
The adversary.
The adversary.
Yeah, this is Ob Nixilis, the adversary. That's the borderless version or the showcase version. I can't remember which one. I think it's the showcase.
Yeah, 3
Fairly
mana.
certain.
Comes in at 3 loyalty. Casualty X. Copy isn't legendary and starting loyalty. So he didn't casualty it. No,
He's
he
got
did.
a copy.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He got a copy of it.
Casualtied
So, wow.
So +1, each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or devil, you gain 2 life, which he himself creates the devil, which is the backwards facing magic card.
Right. Which I think this is interesting that Crumb is faced with a decision now. You're playing Jund. You can't afford to lose cards in hand. But if he keeps plussing up the Ob Nix, it also becomes a target away from him with the Laherglyph or with the Tarmogoyf. But it just seems like, I don't know, do you go to face and then lose your hand? Or do you, I mean, I don't know what you do here.
Well, I mean, Crumb's got that Shadow Spear Tarmogoyf going on.
Yeah.
Lifelink's big. Look at that old die on top of the 20. That's cute.
The Haywire Might came down. I'm not sure what that's going to do exactly.
So, Haywire Might will catch the random Blood Moon.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Because he could just float a green and then...
Yeah.
He's only got black-red up. So if he catches a Blood Moon here, that's kind of ugly. But he's got enough basics that it looks like he's out of Blood Moon range. I think with that, he's just trying to put pressure on... If it were me, I would probably just start throwing more goblins into the fray, maybe. I would just... Or... Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what he's doing. He's trying to make him...
Alright, so Ob ticked up. He gained 2 because he controls a demon.
Right.
And then Crumb
Gained 2
lost. He
again.
did the other one. So...
Wow. That's I mean, he's going to gain a massive amount of life, too.
And he was talking about cutting that card, and it's coming... Seems like it's going to be doing pretty well this game.
Yeah, it's coming in handy. Let's see what Jeff has for him on
The
this turn.
incidental life gain on it from just having the 1 token.
Yeah. I kind of worry about him being... I mean, Crumb's down to 1 card in hand.
All right, so we stomped the
So he
Haywire
stomped it.
Might.
And then he's playing Bone Crusher. Wow.
So
It's a very short adventure.
Yeah, very short adventure.
He's like, hey, he just ate the last Unholy Heat, so there's no more cards in Crumb's hand. He's got to rely on this Tarmogoyf to get there.
And that's why he was taking that damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no wonder.
Spell Bomb.
I don't think that's going to be of any...
I mean,
it could pump Laherglyph. I mean, it could pump Tarmogoyf, right?
No, it would nerf Tarmogoyf, if anything.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
It would exile the Jeff's yard.
Which Jeff might have some stuff in his yard that Crumb wants to keep in. I mean...
Well, no, it happened.
Yeah, that's weird. Did it change any...
I definitely see creature artifact in Crumb's yard.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, I think he's... Okay, so that's 14. So what is he taking? 6?
Instant artifact creature.
Land. Enchantment, if he's got Saga in there, which we didn't see the beginning of the...
He lost 5.
Okay, so it's a 5/6. Okay, so actually, no, it
7.
would be... Yeah. So really, it's only... Yeah, I mean, basically Jeff has to find a Terminator or something along those lines.
I mean, you know what could help him find that? Mosswood Dreadknight.
That is 100% true. That could be really
Draw.
a pretty solid play. The only thing is the Shadow Spear is giving trample, and I think that's a major problem.
Yeah.
That seems like worst case scenario for Jeff at this point.
I get Crumb pressuring the life total here, but at the same time, isn't that Ob Nixilis, going to cause Crumb to lose life and Jeff to stay in the game a little longer?
Well, his ultimate is target player draws 7 cards and loses 7 life. So, I mean, you want to double up the lose 7 life part, like he's dead, pretty much. I mean, if he can continue to keep chipping off 4 and keeping his life total in check. He's got a card. So Crumb has a card in hand. We don't know what that is, but
3 mana. Is this
3 mana?
It's not Blood Moon.
No.
It's hard casting a Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher hard cast.
So that 2 mana is probably being held for an Orcish Bowmaster.
Oh, Lightning Bolt caught the Bone Crusher, but he takes 2 for that though.
So
because you target it, if you're supposed to take 2.
Yes.
Okay, he attacked one of the Ob Nixilis tokens. He attacked.
But Crumb should still be at 14.
Yeah, he should be at 14.
Crumb should be at 14. Let me see if I can get a message out to Nick.
Yeah, where he targeted Bone Crusher. What a counterspell that's for Dagon Shore. Okay, Orc army is gone. Bone Crusher came down. Or no, but not Bone Crusher, but Orcish Bowmasters came down. Man, I'm tired today.
You're good. You've been up early, man.
Oh yeah, I've been. You got an 8-month-old. You're always up early. 5:30 and 5:50 in the morning. Then I got that school. It's rough. Oh, here we go. There's more life off of Crumb's life total. He's out of cards, so the only thing he has now is his companion. It looks like.
He has the companion in hand.
Yeah, companion's in hand. He didn't discard the companion, so he's kind of at a weird place where
I don't know if they just resolved the 14 because I was trying to message to get them.
Dreadknight.
All right, let's see what this Dreadknight can do.
Yeah, I mean it just has trample, not like death touch.
Yeah, it just has trample.
Okay.
But it's 3, 4, 5 depending on the size of that Goyf.
Yeah, it's probably enough.
You could 6. You could
Triple
trade.
block.
Quadruple block. It does have trample, so he'd lose the board. But he could recast the Dreadknight next turn.
Exactly,
Save
that's
some.
right.
Yeah, he's quadruple blocking, so it should trade here.
Yeah. And that's good. I mean, Shadow Spear still sucks to have sitting on the table because it hooks up to any threat, which is what Giganta is about to do. But at least he'll have a turn before Giganta is able to attack. So he's not going to get online.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, he's not going to be able to.
He has to draw
equip.
a land.
Yeah, he has to. He has to draw a land here. Looks like.
No, because all he has in hand.
Yeah, looks like he got a fetch. So.
All he has in hand
is 0 cards in hand now. That's it. He drew a fetch.
Oh.
It looked like it. Looked like he drew Verdant Catacombs or. I think. Or no, it looks like he drew Overgrown Tomb. Never mind. Well, why would he shuffle? I think never mind. It is a fetch. It has to be.
Mosswood Dreadknight going on an adventure, drawing a card, losing a life.
Mm-hmm. Man, if it were me, I'm just keeping. Oh, brings back another. Nice. Okay, got the token back. Are you casting Mosswood Dreadknight here? That's the question.
It depends on what I have in hand. I can't see what Jeff has.
You can continue to soak up some damage
There's a
with
hearse
it.
now.
Oh, there we go. Hearse is online. That is huge.
Now, the hearse is definitely what got Jeff game 2.
Uh-huh. And I think it looks like it's about to eat key cards out of the graveyard.
Key cards would be in Haywire Might because that does artifact and creature.
Yeah, you would want to eat that.
If there's a Saga.
Exactly.
Because that's land and enchantment.
Yeah, there's no
We're
other
equipping.
enchantments.
Now it can swing a Dash Ragavan.
Dash Monkey.
So that's 5,
Okay,
6,
so he's presenting
7,
lethal
8.
here, but... Okay, blocks are assigned.
I wonder if he has a stomp to finish
Blocked
off.
Dreadknight. No, it looks like he's just got Monkey in hand. Oh, Monkey's dead, so... What's he going to do? Just make...
I think he stomped the monkey because he put a card up here.
Oh, yeah, and he took damage.
I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. So he needs something to equip. Oh, look, what about a goblin? Can a goblin equip the hearse and go attack?
Dreadknight
I don't think he
down
wants to
2.
go on the offensive yet.
He got bone.
He's down
he's
to
got
2.
plenty of removal.
Okay, so now he's getting 2 life.
All right, so here's the thing. He's got a blocker.
Oh, yeah, never mind. He
A
has
stomp
something
and a bolt. He can block, stomp, and bolt this. And that takes care of it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I think the trample would still get him.
Well, it's only 5/5, so it's what, 6?
Well, the Shadow Spear gives it +1/+1.
So it'd be 6/6, and that's, let's see. That's a 1/1.
Jeff's at 1.
Sheesh. That's a rough place to be at a 1-1 situation here. So it's pretty interesting.
I think you
A
might
lot
be,
of Jund tonight.
I think you might be seeing
Jund?
your opponent. Yeah.
Okay, so you hard cast that. So yeah, well, Bone Crusher does present more power and toughness.
4, 5,
Yep,
6,
he's got
7.
enough.
So that's enough to kill here.
He's got to draw a burn spell or land. If he attacks here, that is literally his last threat. He doesn't have to use the demon, so he'll go 2 life up. Yeah, this is an interesting position. Crumb's going to go up a bunch of life here, but
6.
he can get it.
I don't know what Jeff does here. I really don't.
I block with everything and just, I mean, you got to. You're at 1. He's deciding not to. Is he deciding not to attack? Can Jeff present lethal? It's 22. Yeah, I think at this point, like if you're Crumb, do you attack at this point? Okay, he eats 2 more cards out the graveyard. That, man.
He's not turning off any form of delirium.
See, I think Crumb might have made a mistake here because you want him to block with that demon. The demon is the key here because if Ob Nixilis starts to grow, you're losing life. And with you don't have any cards in hand. Huh?
Crumb just passed.
He just
so
passed.
He realized that he would lose the Gigantha in a swing.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't want to lose his board. I mean, really, at this point, it's like card advantage versus.
Crumb could always rip a bolt off the top, and that's terrifying.
Right. So Jeff gained 2 from the ticking up of the Ob Nixilis. He got his companion.
And Crumb didn't discard, so he should have lost 2.
Oh yeah, he should have because he didn't have a card.
Yeah, Crumb should be at 20 now.
Yeah. 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 Crumb didn't move the die. Which means easy mistake, not you know.
Yeah, Crumb should be at 20 now.
Yeah. Well, that's 6 on the unlicensed hearse. It looks like he's going to continue to chip away at what Crumb can do. I mean, essentially, he's just going to have to present lethal at some point. He's going to 2.
Jeff is flirting.
He is. I mean, he's flirting with
death.
Bolt right to the face. I mean, that's really, honestly, but if he had Bolt, he would have already played it.
Yeah, there's no difference right here between 3 and 2 against a Bolt deck.
Exactly. You want to get up above that. Go to 4. So now he's... So now he did it, but he should be at 18, not 20.
I messaged in the chat. We'll find out.
I don't know if anybody... I think everybody's probably watching the game. Mosswood Dreadknight seems kind of good, actually. Like in this situation,
Is Mosswood Dreadknight good enough for Modern?
Yeah, I mean, I think the question has been kind of answered here.
God.
In a way, this is an insane board state here. Like, do you? I mean, what does? I don't know. I just don't know here. What do you do? I mean, if you're Crumb, you can't.
Orcish Bowmaster.
Bowmaster's to ping him directly. Hope for Bolt. He's gonna have to hope for Bolt. Like, oh, he can't use his Dreadknight now, so that he can't go on an adventure because he'll take a damage and he'll gain a token from that. So he's looking for what exactly? He's looking for basic, probably.
Nope. He got a Stomping Ground.
Got a Stomping Ground. I was thinking you kind of want to dodge Blood Moon at this point. You don't want a ton of mountains. I don't think he has any forests out there. Blood Moon might have been good a little while ago, actually. Oh,
Shadow Spear has kind of... Shadow
dominated.
Spear's definitely helped Crumb in this one. And Ob Nixilis and Mosswood Dreadknight have definitely helped Jeff. But I do think that just the one Shadow Spear is outpowering Ob Nixilis and Mosswood.
Yeah,
just
kind
do
of
the
insane.
lifelink and trample. The key words on it.
Yeah. It's kind of insane that one card would have that much of an impact on this game.
For 1 mana?
For 1 mana, yeah. I mean, that's like insane. But you know what? We see a lot of 1 mana stuff like having impact on the game. So I think Seiju on Unlicensed Hearse.
Eat something real quick, Jeff.
Yeah, you definitely want to tap down and eat it. And then go get what land? You know what I mean? Like, just kind of whatever.
Does Beseiju say non-creature?
Non-creature.
Because if it says non-creature, you could activate and crew up the hearse, right? Because that would turn.
I think you activate as a sorcery though. You crew up as a sorcery. I don't know. Like that would be interesting later to find out.
Is crew? Nick said they got the life total change.
Okay, cool. They do have it accurate. Okay, so Chrome has no hand. They are totally on top deck mode. Like basically, it's like can he kill the Gigantha, and or possible. Whoa, here we go. 6 mana for something. Oh, okay. Untap. I think they were talking about some kind of interaction here.
I think you can crew up at any time. I don't see anything.
So he could have crewed it up. And
but I don't think it turns it into an artifact creature.
Yeah, I think it's just an artifact vehicle.
Time in the round.
Oh,
now.
we are at turns now. It looks like
Jeff can't get too busy because if he tries to get busy, the Shadow Spear is going to gain crumb life.
And you definitely don't want to lose. Oh, he's up to 7 now? That's pretty...
Up next list. He was talking about cutting it. I think you keep it.
Oh.
He's going on an adventure. Going to 6.
Mosswood Dreadknight going on an adventure again. Is he adventurous enough? That is the question. Does he double bolt Gigantha? Does he have 2 bolt? Or just 1?
3, 6, 10. I'm looking at 10 points of damage.
That's a lot of points.
No, I'm looking at 15, 16 points of damage.
So he gains 5.
Jeff's board.
So he has 19 total that he can deal this turn. I think maybe he's getting closer. Wow. Oh, he's at 10. Wow, just took the 5. He was afraid of bolt, probably.
Jeff's got a Bowmaster.
Okay, so if he activates Soul, oh, yep, he takes a damage. Ping. Oh, dang. That's a ping. Probably kills off Orc Army. Yeah, that's kind of big. I think this is... He's going to have to... Well, he can't swing now. There's just no way. Like, at this point, Jeff's going to present lethal next turn. So it'll be on 4, and Jeff's going to present lethal.
Oh my gosh, that's a nail biter.
Jeff down to 1 at point in time. Jeff down at 1. You know, I don't know what's in Crumb's hand, though. I mean, he's got 2 cards. And 4 mana up. Looks like. Yep. 4 mana possible. Okay, so it's a land and... Pass his turn.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like.
We're going to
He's
turn
debating.
4?
He's got something maybe. I don't know. Like it's.
He's got a bolt in hand too.
Oh yeah, I know, which is insane. Like I think Jeff is just.
All right, we're on turn 4, I believe.
Jeff is, Jeff can't. I couldn't imagine the excitement. If you're Jeff.
But does the life gain?
No, I really honestly think 6. You're gonna be able to eat 6, so he'll be able to eat the Gigantha.
So 3, 6. Bone Crusher is 4, right?
Takes him to 6. Oh, he's got 11 damage in there. I mean, that's it. That's pretty much.
This is going to gain him 6 or 12. He has to do 12 damage with his highest power not blocking. So there's another one.
Okay, so there's 4. Yeah, he can get this 4 damage, I would imagine. Like I don't see him not getting the 4. Does the guy go on an adventure? You take yourself down to 7? Oh, he can't do that. He's not in the graveyard, so. No, he's got everything on the table. If I were
Jeff,
what does he have in hand? I think Jeff, you're pretty safe to go. He's maybe got Terminate.
Jeff has to swing out and hope that he doesn't have some random card, but we're about to see what it is.
Yep, Terminate.
Terminate the Gigantha.
Okay, so yeah, I figured that's what. I mean, that's the only card I would figure that would do it.
But I think 3, 6, 10.
There's going to be some sneak
11,
in.
12, 13.
I think it's still enough.
He's
He gains 6, and then he takes 10. Yeah, that's it. And that is game 3 there.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Well, I'm going to head back out there, man.
Yeah. Good luck on your last round. I'll probably see you on this end.
Maybe.
Looks like you might be playing against Jeff.
Maybe, yeah, probably, actually. Well, we'll see if I can carry one off.